Hey children, welcome back to my class. Today we'll be discussing about packing efficiency. In each type of packing, there is always some vacant space in between the constituent particles in the form of voids. That is, these vacant spaces are called voids. For example, in cubic close packing and hexagonal close packing, there are tetrahedral voids and octahedral voids. Thus, in a packing, only a part of the total available space is occupied by the constituent particles. The percentage of total space filled by the particles is called packing efficiency. Different types of packing arrangements have different packing efficiency. So now here in this topic, we'll be calculating the packing efficiency in different types of packing arrangements. So the first one is, as I had mentioned earlier, packing efficiency is the percentage of total space filled by the particles. Packing efficiency in HCP, hexagonal close packing, and cubic close packing structures. Both types of close packing, that is whether it's HCP or CCP, are equally efficient. The first we are going to discuss about the packing efficiency in CCP. So how can we calculate the percentage of space occupied by the spheres? So first, the formula we should understand. The percentage of space occupied by the spheres is packing efficiency, that is equal to the volume of the sphere divided by volume of the cube into 100. So we have to calculate the volume of the sphere and the volume of the cube. Volume of the sphere, we know it's 4 by 3 pi r cube. And as we have learned earlier, each unit cell, the number of atoms in each unit cell, we have already calculated and you also know about it. So from that, how many atoms are there in one unit cell? That into the volume of one sphere, which is 4 by 3 pi r cube, we get the volume of the sphere divided by volume of the cube. If the edge length is A, then A cube will be the unit volume of the unit cell. And here we can get a relationship between the edge length and the radius of the sphere. So for the relationship between the edge length A and radius is different for different type of close packing. So let us begin with first packing efficiency in CCP. You can see the unit cell here. Let the unit cell's edge length be A, and the face diagonal AC is equal to B. In a face-centered cubic unit cell, that is in a cubic close packing, the unit cell is face-centered cube. That we should understand first. In a face-centered cubic unit cell, the spheres are at the corners and are in contact with the sphere at the face center, but they are not touching each other. So these three spheres that you can see are touching each other. Therefore, that is a face diagonal, which is AC. AC is called the face diagonal as it's mentioned here. And AC is taken as B. In this triangle that you can see, ABC, it is a right-angled triangle. Right-angled triangle ABC, AC square is equal to, we know the formula, is BC square plus AB square, or AC square is equal to BC square plus AB square, and AC square, AC is taken as B. So B square is equal to, what would be BC square? That is the edge length, and edge length we have taken as A. So it is A square. Similarly, AB square, that is also the edge length, which is taken as A. So it is A square. Or B square is equal to A square plus A square, which is equal to 2A square. So B is equal to root 2A. If R is the radius of the sphere, we find that B, this R is the radius, we can find here B is equal to the 4 times. From here when you begin 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4 times R. So B is equal to 4R. Or B is also equal to root 2A. So B is equal to 4R is equal to root 2A. Or A is equal to 4R by root 2, or 2 root 2 R. So this is very important for doing problems, because in face center, a cubic closed packing type, the relationship between A and R, A is equal to 4R by root 2, or A is equal to 2 root 2R. Very important formula that you have to write it down in your notebook. This will be used for doing problems. We can also write R is equal to A by 2 root 2. We know that each unit cell in CCP structure has effectively 4 spheres. You'll be remembering that we have already done that. Total volume of 4 spheres, as I had mentioned earlier, volume of one sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So total there are 4 spheres. So volume of the sphere becomes 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, and the volume of the cube is A cube. We know volume of the cube is A cube, or A, we know we have learned the relationship. So it is 2 by root 2 r the whole cube. Therefore, packing efficiency is equal to volume of the sphere, or volume occupied by 4 spheres in the unit cell, divided by total volume of the unit cell into 100. So it is 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube into 100 divided by A cube. We have calculated earlier, 2 root 2r whole cube. And after the calculations are over, we get the answer packing efficiency as 74%. The next, we are going to calculate the packing efficiency body-centered cubic structures. We know that in a body-centered cubic unit cell, there are 2 spheres per unit cell. The calculations which we have learned earlier. And A, we can take it as the edge length or the side length of the unit cell, and R as the radius of the sphere. So let us go to the calculation. It is clear that the atoms at the center, that is, there is one particle, one sphere at the center. And it is clear that the atom at the center will be in touch with the other 2 atoms diagonally arranged. That is, in a body-centered cubic unit cell, the spheres at the corners are not touching each other. Remember, the spheres at the corners are not touching each other, but are in contact with the sphere at the center as shown here in the diagram. So here we have taken a triangle EFD, a right angle triangle EFD. And FD, this diagonal is called, the body diagonal is FD is taken as B. So B square is equal to the edge length, that is EF, and ED is the edge length, which is taken as A. It is A square plus A square. You get 2A square. B square is equal to 2A square. And B is equal to root 2A. Now, the next triangle that we are going to take is AFD, a right angle triangle. There, the body diagonal, which is AF, that is C. That is C square is equal to the edge length. AD is the edge length. That is AD is edge length, so it is A square. Plus, here you can find there is B square. That is A square plus, we have just now calculated what is B square. So substitute the value there. It is 2A square, or it is 3A square. C square is equal to 3A square. And here C square is equal to 3A square, or C is equal to root 3A. The length of the body diagonal C is equal to 4R. We know that here because radius is R. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4R, where R is the radius of the sphere, as all the 3 spheres along the diagonal touch each other. Therefore, root 3A is equal to 4R. Root 3A, that is this C, is equal to root 3A is equal to 4R, because the radius is R and it is 4 times. Therefore, root 3A is equal to 4R, or A is equal to 4R by root 3. This relationship is important. Also, we can write R is equal to root 3 by 4. So you can learn any one. Let's say A is equal to 4r by root 3. That is enough. Okay, you should not get confused between both. Both are same, but learn one only. In this type of structure, total number of atom is 2. That is one unit cell. In the body-centered BCC type is 2. And for one sphere, it is 4 by 3. The volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So total volume of the sphere would be 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of the cube is A cube. A we have already calculated. It is 4r by root 3 the whole cube. Therefore, similar way of calculating as we had calculated earlier for CCP, here also the formula is the same. Packing efficiency, or the percentage of space occupied by the sphere, is equal to volume occupied by two spheres in the unit cell divided by total volume of the unit cell into 100. So the volume occupied by two spheres we have calculated 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube into 100 divided by the volume of the cube 4 by 3 r cube. And after calculation, we get the value as 68%. This means that packing efficiency of a BCC arrangement is 68%. The last one is a packing efficiency in a simple cubic lattice. In a simple cubic unit cell, there is only one atom per unit cell, because 8 only at the corners there are. And so 8 into the contribution to that unit cell is 8 into 1 by 8. So total is 1. And here also we are taking A is the edge length and R is the radius. So let us go to the calculation part. You can find the unit cell here. All the atoms are at the corners. Only there is 1, 2, all are shown here. Only the 2 are shown in the bright colors. In a simple cubic lattice, the atoms are located only on the corners of the cube, and the particles touch each other along the edge. Here the point is important. They are touching each other. The highlighted color of spheres are shown here. Thus, the edge length or side of the cube A and the radius of each particle R is related as, since the two spheres are touching each other, the edge length would be equal to 2 times the R. As you can see here, it is here, this is R and this is R. The volume of the cubic unit cell is A cube. This is more simple. Actually, this is the most simplest one of packing efficiency. You can learn first this one and then go for learning the other ones. So here A cube is equal to 2R whole cube, or it is 8R cube. Since a simple cubic unit cell contains only one atom, the volume of the occupied space is 4 by 3 pi r cube into 1. So it is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Packing efficiency is volume of the sphere divided by volume of the cubic unit cell into 100. Volume of one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of the cubic unit cell is 8R cube. And so the total value becomes 52.36, or can be rounded to 52.4%, which means the packing efficiency of a simple cubic lattice is 52.4%.